I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Come here. Yes, you. Come here, come here. You do not have to be 6 feet tall or taller to find love, nor do you have to be an Instagram baddie or have your makeup done perfectly all the time or be under 150 pounds. Okay, you can find love. Speak life into yourself. Stop not having confidence. Okay, you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you.
Speak your soul. Speak your soul. Just let it go. Let it go. Speak your soul. Speak your soul. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow.
Welcome to another session of Speak Your Soul Sessions. This is Self-Knowing Shay, and the name of this session is These Self-Sabotaging Behaviors Are Keeping You from Enjoying Dating. And I had to start out with that wild or unique intro just to really get people in the mindset of having confidence and letting people know that what you think is keeping you from finding love or enjoying dating is not what you think it is. And I will get into all of that much later. But first, I wanted to start with the definition of self-sabotage. It's obvious, right? Things that you do to sabotage yourself. But we're deeper than that on this channel. I have to really break it down. So self-sabotage is the act of intentionally or unintentionally engaging in behaviors or thought patterns that undermine one's own success, happiness, and well-being, often preventing the achievement of goals. That's huge. And I think that the unintentionally part is really impactful because a lot of people have certain behaviors and they need a mirror to help them understand what they're doing wrong, right? And then another big part of that is the part where it says often preventing the achievement of goals. You're undermining one's own success. So there are things that you can do to stop yourself from being successful in all aspects of life, including love. Now, if you read in the description, yes, sometimes the dating pool is horrendous. Yes, people can be terrible and hurt us and be sketchy, and all kinds of things can go wrong, right? But there are also things that we can do ourselves to have a more successful dating life or just be more successful in life overall. So why does self-sabotage happen, right? A lot of people are scared to be rejected. Some people have low self-esteem. The big part is past experiences or trauma. If you've been rejected over and over again, sometimes it's hard to put yourself out there. And then you might be thinking, well, what are self-sabotaging behaviors? Self-sabotaging behaviors are actions or thought patterns. That's big. Thought patterns, right? Even how you think can affect your success. But self-sabotaging behaviors are actions or thought patterns that consciously or subconsciously, sometimes you don't know you're doing it, undermine a person's progress and prevent them from achieving their goals, impacting various areas of life. So some common self-sabotaging behaviors are self-criticism, fear of success, and then there is a portion that mentions relationship sabotage. Blaming others, that's huge. Blaming others. Lack of self-care, unrealistic expectations. There's just a lot that you can do to exhibit self-sabotaging behaviors. Potential causes are low self-esteem, fear of failure, past trauma, just seeking external validation. There just are a lot of examples of the causes of what self-sabotaging behaviors are, what it means. And In this video, I'm going to go over what I see commonly, some of the things that I see, and I think this cannot be helping you in your dating life. So let's get into it. All right, so going back to that intro, reason number one, thinking that because you're short, no one will love you. Number one, you cannot help that you're short. You can't help your genetics. There is nothing that you can do to be taller, but it may comfort you to understand that most of the male population is short. I have linked some statistics below, or at least one source below. Only 14% of the male population, I believe, in the United States is 6 feet and taller, right? So you mean to tell me you've never seen anybody 5'8" be married and happy and thriving? You mean to tell me that? And I'm realistic. I understand that some women, even when they're 5'3", still want that man who's 6 feet or taller. I get it. A lot of ladies love tall men. I understand. But that does not mean that you should walk around bitter or hate someone else because of their preferences. Like, stop the pity party, stop the victimization. You can find love even when you're short. Just be with someone who finds you highly attractive and just likes you for you, and that's it. Stop getting mad at other people over their preferences. And yes, I'm not just talking about height in general. When it comes to dating, I say this to everyone: you cannot be mad at people because of their preferences. You just have to be with someone who believes that you are their preference. Stop worrying about what other folks like, especially when it's not you. Okay. So number two, thinking you can't pull a woman because you're nerdy or love anime, Marvel, DC. And I know it seems like I'm just attacking the fellas here, but we'll get into everybody. This is a video that is gonna call everyone out, so please, and you can fast forward to those parts if you like. I'll go ahead and include chapters in this video, so you can just click to the part that doesn't feel like you're being attacked, okay? But you just have to be yourself. At the end of the day, you could either be with a person who has your common interests, or be with a person who's willing to learn about your hobbies. But it won't help if you're with someone who just makes fun of you or bashes you for the things that you like. Be with someone who you can enjoy activities with. But at the end of the day, you can be yourself. You have to love yourself. You can have eclectic hobbies or nerdy hobbies and still pull women. Okay. Thank you. Number 3. This is for everyone. Never stepping foot outside your door and spending too much time on social media. As I've said on this channel, social media is a distortion. Social media, I'm not saying it never reflects real life, but you will miss out on real life if you're on social media all the time. And like, ladies, this is especially for you. I mean, it may happen, okay? I've had a delivery guy come to the door a few times and fancy me. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you have to be realistic. Remember, one of those, reasons why people self-sabotage themselves is not having realistic expectations. So you can't be real. Like, you can't think that you never stepping foot outside your door is going to get you someone, right? Or going to help you pull someone. Now, if you want to go ahead and find your person on a dating app, that's fine. But at the end of the day, you still got to step outside your door to go on dates. Go to events, okay? Hang out, like, go out into the world, explore. You cannot find the love of your life by laying on your bed. And even if you find the perfect match on your dating app, you still gotta go outside. Okay. All right. So number 4, believing because you don't have pretty privilege or fall outside of traditional beauty standards, you can't find love. Now, I have a whole video on pretty privilege, which I have linked in the description. So there are some ugly truths about pretty privilege. Just because someone is gorgeous, or when we think about handsome privilege, they're handsome and they can pull a lot of people, it does not mean that those people are always quality people. Okay, so no matter how gorgeous a person is, or if a person falls outside of traditional beauty standards, they can still run into some crappy people because, yeah, the dating pool can be horrendous. There's a lot of people who refuse to try to heal or be good people. So and then once again, I have to clarify, as I did in the pretty privilege video, that just because you don't have pretty privilege does not mean that you aren't pretty. It just means that you may go to a bar and you don't have 5 men trying to buy you a drink, but you could still have that one person who looks at you and they're like, oh yeah, you're just my type, and they can love you properly. So stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is the devil. Work on how you can be beautiful. Work on how you can be handsome. Work on how you can bring your best self to the table. And speaking of being your most handsome or beautiful self, you should invest in your hygiene and style. Now, once again, you don't have to be an Instagram baddie. You don't have to be a fashion model, and you can't help your genetics at all. But there are some things that can help you be more attractive to people. Yeah, and that includes investing in your hygiene, your style. Basically, you want to look and feel good. When you look in that mirror, you want to be like, I feel amazing today. I look good in whatever form that comes. You don't have to try to style yourself like other people, but you want to feel like your best self before you bring anyone else to the table. Also, enjoying hobbies that help you grow will make you feel like a well-rounded individual. So essentially, you don't want to obsess over finding someone. Before someone comes along, you want to love the life that you're living, and they can add to that. And that, starts with feeling beautiful or handsome inside and out. That comes with enjoying hobbies that make you feel good, that help you grow, that help you network. So essentially, I'm not saying you have to be perfect to be in a relationship or have this fabulous life, because things can happen within a relationship. Things can happen within marriages where you're not always your best self. However, the idea is to love your life, love how you look, love who you are, have so much confidence before bringing another person to the table. Number 6, back to those top self-sabotaging behaviors that we saw: playing the blame game. Believing that the reason why you're not having success in love is always someone else's fault. Now, a lot of times it can be people's fault. As I said, the dating pool can be horrendous. People go through a lot of hurt and pain. People do. I will admit that. But it's how you heal from rejection or heartbreak that will make all the difference. You have to heal from your past. You have to heal from trauma, or else your dating life is going to be pretty painful. You're going to have trust issues. You're going to look at everyone with the side eye. And that's not to say you shouldn't have discernment. You shouldn't be skeptical when things don't seem right, or when there's red flags being presented to you. You should ignore them. It's just, if you're bitter, if you're not happy and excited to date, then don't date. Go back to the drawing board and learn how to heal from those past traumas before you make someone else's dating life hard. Okay? And finally, you can't get away from having confidence. If you're out here dating, you have to be confident. You have to love yourself. You have to believe in yourself, or you'll fall victim to a lot of heartache or you'll end up becoming a bitter person that's just not fun to date. At the end of the day, you have to love you. You have to love you before you enter into a relationship. And I'm not saying that people with low self-esteem never have happy relationships. That's not what I'm saying. But it is a big ask for you to expect someone to build you all the way up. You got to come with a little bit of confidence. If your confidence is on a level 7, maybe being with the right person can boost it up to a 10. That's okay. But anyway, let me know some things, maybe if you want to be very honest, in the comment section that are stopping you from enjoying dating. Or let me know some behaviors that you've seen others exhibit that seem to be red flags to you. Also, if you look in the description, I have linked other dating videos that could help, some dating videos that talk about pretty privilege, online dating, dating apps, red flags you should look for on your first date, and all of that jazz. This is Slept on Shay, signing off from Speak Your Soul Sessions. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be in the world. Oh, but wait, there's more. I also have to talk about the consequences of not changing self-sabotaging behaviors. It's not enough to just define what self-sabotaging is or call out what the behaviors are. It's also important to talk about what could happen if you don't change. So continuing to self-sabotage yourself means that you could have low self-esteem, difficulty achieving desired results, could impact your relationships, obviously, as we're talking about in this video, and it could damage your overall mental health. You might have anxiety, depression, you might feel stuck in a cycle, you might have loss of motivation, enthusiasm, and then as it relates to relationships, you might have difficulty with intimacy and vulnerability, and you could end up being very passive aggressive. We all know that person who just doesn't believe in themselves. They're bitter and they're passive aggressive and angry all the time, right? You don't want to be that person. Also, you want to work on self-sabotage, obviously not just in romantic relationships, but when it comes to maybe your career overall. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be in love. You deserve your dream career. So it's important that these behaviors are changed, maybe through therapy or whatever you have to do to fix this. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please remember to share this video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you ever want to collaborate, you can reach out to Speak Your Soul Sessions on Facebook, or you can email speakyoursoulsessions@gmail.com. I hope this video really motivated you today.